Took a long look at my life and realized I was talking to the wrong dude. Okay, he clipped back. He clipped back through. So now we can go join the Vanguard. We can go join the Vanguard. My voice cracked for some reason when I was saying that, so I had to make fun of myself. There used to be 2 people, or 4 people. 3 potential hires and a commander standing outside. They've vanished.
If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby.
Okay. Hey, buddy. We haven't seen each other in a bit. Commander John Tuala.
Hey, Sarah's friend. You come to enlist at long last? Start earning your stripes with the Vanguard?
Love that that's the name you call me. What exactly is the Vanguard?
We're the United Colonies volunteer fleet. Any captain can join, regardless of origin. Get to fly your own ship and earn credits as you help the people in the most distant reaches of the United Colonies, all while earning your way to UC citizenship. Put in the time, and citizenship is guaranteed.
Are you telling me even this faction's not gonna give me my own ship? I got a ship for stealing for Ryujin. I got a ship for stealing for the Crimson Fleet, but none of the good factions, in quotes, are gonna give me a ship. That's fine. I have my Razor Leaf. What sort of work would I be doing if I enlisted?
Vanguard work is as needed. When we've got jobs, we'll make them available to you. But the work itself, well, it runs the gamut. Sometimes you might be hunting down hostile ships on behalf of the UC Navy, or you might be called up to help the Science Division clean up some invasive species. Hell, we've even been asked to help take on the occasional terramorph. And sometimes we just need cargo support. Not every job's glamorous. The Vanguard only gets called in for the ones where there's a chance of seeing action. Wherever the UC needs us, the Vanguard is there.
Okay, sounds good. Why would I want to become a UC citizen?
Well, other than becoming a member of the greatest faction in the galaxy, you'd get access to discounted services on any UC world, credits to help you get on your feet. You'd even be able to buy property right here in New Atlantis. Citizenship unlocks it all, and signing up for the Vanguard is the fastest way to earn it.
I like this dude's character model. He looks the way that Beast should have looked when Beast turned human. Not the freaking long-haired, blonde weirdo that he turned into. Okay, I'm game. Just tell me what I need to do next.
Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orientation Hall. You can get started at any of the registration terminals. The system will walk you through the rest. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Okay, hold on. Supra et Ultra. Step 1 of joining the Vanguard. Register at one of the terminals in the orientation hall inside of MAST. I also got an activity? Oh, no, I had an activity in here for the Vanguard and it vanished. See, I knew I had one, I just didn't know what it was called.
What can I do for you, applicant?
I'm curious. How long have you been with the Vanguard, Commander?
Me? 6, 7 years now? Was a recon squad commander in a former life, so it wasn't too big a jump bossing around foreign pilots instead. But Vanguard's been a quality assignment. Meet new people, judge them on a series of diverse criteria, get them out there helping people who need it.
This building is called MAST, right? What kind of a name is that?
MAST is short for Military Administrative and Scientific Triumvirate. From here, the 3 co-equal divisions of the UC government work together to advance the cause of the colonies. Be that through mutual defense, political and diplomatic strength, or scientific discovery. Now, serving any of the UC's divisions grants citizenship, but scientific and admin positions in the UC tend to be real competitive. Understandable. Most people would prefer to earn their citizenship behind a desk rather than in combat. Not something I'd ever choose for myself, but understandable.
Okay. Why does the UC need foreign pilots to fly for them?
Military used to have a pretty narrow view of where the best pilots came from. In their eyes, it was UC or bust. The creation of the Vanguard was an acknowledgement by the brass that maybe not all the galaxy's greatest pilots went through a UC flight school. So it's the Vanguard's job to find them and get them to fly for us.
Okay, well, I wanted to know something specific about the process for joining.
Sure thing. What do you want to know?
Where do I go to register again? No, we don't need to know that. What kind of work would I be doing for you guys?
Vanguard work is as needed. When we've got jobs,
Nope,
we'll make
this
them.
is the same.
Sometimes you might be
Is
hunting,
all this the same?
or you might be called up. And sometimes
I
we
don't
just
like
need
that
fo-
it doesn't
Not every job's glamorous.
black it
Wherever the
out.
UC needs us.
If it's something I've already had. Can you tell me, we haven't read this one though. Can you tell me about the exam and this probationary mission?
For the exam, we'll be putting you through a combat flight simulation. Let us see your piloting skills, evaluate how you behave under pressure, all without any risk of you inadvertently getting blown out an airlock. For the probationary mission, though, we'll be sending you out on a job all on your own. The specifics of the mission vary by what's available at the time, but we're not about to ask you to storm a Crimson Fleet base or whatever. At least, not on Mission 1. More likely, you'll be making a drop-off to some UC citizens in an area that's outside normal naval patrols. There'll be a risk of hostile contacts, but that's far from guaranteed.
Okay. I'm not going to get hurt during this, am I?
The exam's just a simulation. Only way you'll be hurt there is if you trip on your way inside. Now, for the probationary mission, we select those specifically to ease you into the type of work you'll be doing here. Make sure you're capable of handling things on your own. But I can't promise it'll be risk-free. The UC sends us on jobs because there could be combat. This mission would be no different. Now, if that's a deal breaker, I won't be offended if you walk away. But this is the military. The chance of conflict is kind of in the job description.
Got it.
Just hop into the elevator. Register yourself.
I'm all set.
I'll keep an eye out for your results.
Oh no, that's tranquility. Because some of these people, you'll check them, and they have alcohol on them while they're at work. And I'm like, bruh, come on. But he's commander. He ain't gonna have alcohol on him at work. It's mainly just the people who are working the front desks. Recruitment registration. The Force. What was that? Okay. Application name, Orion. Current bounty is 0. I don't think that's true. To register, oh no, because it's in the UC, or the FC that I own, that I have a bounty. To register for your examination, please select Enlist Agreement. Note, any outstanding UC bounty must be paid before proceeding. Enlist Agreement. By joining the United Colonies Vanguard, you agree to perform necessary services for the United Colonies that could place you in serious danger, resulting in harm to your craft or yourself, up to and including death. In exchange, the United Colonies Vanguard agrees to compensate all captains according to their experience level and the difficulty of the task requested. All applicants will be required to earn a satisfactory grade on a simulated combat flight, successfully complete a probationary mission. Upon the completion of both prerequisites, the United Colonies Vanguard agrees to sponsor your citizenship application and guarantees the granting of United Colonies citizenship once sufficient time or acts of valor have warranted it. Okay. Do you agree to the above commitment and wish to initiate your journey with Yeah, initiate your journey with United Colonies Vanguard. Yes.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
I've registered for the Vanguard. I can now either explore the UC orientation displays or head straight to the exam.
Look, you didn't hear it from me, but I got a tip. There's a way to hack the Vanguard exam. Get yourself a better score.
I mean, I don't like the UC any more than the next guy, but they've got the credits.
Okay, so I'm guessing you two didn't pass, and that's why you're still standing out here? Well, we might as well check out the end of Earth.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
Okay. Oh, they just turned off. I was like, wait, what is that noise? Oh, hi. Hey, buddy. This Earth? Is this the way Earth used to look, or is this Jemison? No, that's Earth, because that's Africa. New factions rise.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more: independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
Oh, that's what the other one was, the other symbol. It was House Varun. That's the Freestar Collective jacket that I wanted. We can't steal it. But we didn't get it at the end of the faction quest, which was very disappointing. House Varun.
It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Jinan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god, the Great Serpent. But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a bloody war, the Serpent's Crusade.
Oh, that's just where they're going to end that off? Okay. Freestar Collective.
The Freestar Collective was initially founded in 2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the Pleasure City of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, after the deployment of a UC Medical Star Station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Freestar Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War. Despite a decisive victory by the UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day.
That's, of course, their version of how it happened. The truth was, and we learned this at the very beginning of the game, if we followed the main quest. The truth is, the UC were on collective land, and they started attacking farmers because they thought those farmers were like soldiers of some kind. It's kind of a ridiculous story by some paranoid scientist dude. The Serpent's Crusade.
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir Jarek that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remains, however, select members of House Varun who refuse to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space.
The goal of all space. So their color is purple. Got it. Conflict among the stars.
Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Narion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xeno-weapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped, the Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
So they're claiming that the Freestar used their citizens as human shields. No, these were people defending their freedom in their farms. After UC scientists started attacking the farms. Accidentally, but that's not okay. Again, you would know this if you did the first quest in the thing. The Battle of Nira.
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, Repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war.
It's one of the mechs. We've seen the robots, but we haven't seen any of the mechs yet. That does not look like a person can sit in that. Oh. We've seen one of these boys.
I bring her here almost every day to stare at this thing.
One of my slates said terramorphs can control people's minds. But that can't be true. I can't stop staring at it. A real terramorph. Dad wanted me to apply for the administration track at school, but I'm going to be a xenobiologist. It's science division or nothing.
You know it was some UC general that condemned Londinian? Gave it over to these things. One of these murals said he was executed after the war. Might have gotten off too lightly.
So they dropped the xenomorphs on Lindirian?
No one knows how they move between planets. I wonder if they can grav jump or something.
Weren't the xenomorphs the thing in Prey? I always say this because I don't remember what the things in Prey were called. The Terror of Londinia. Oh, yeah, we're gonna, I guess, find out about
This
Londinia.
thing's like an
In the midst of the
rendition,
colony
like no
war,
animal
a
can do this
different kind
ugly.
of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
So Londinian is Space London. The Armistice.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xenoweapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
Isn't Durant the surname of Jasmine? Is that what happened to her family? She was raised by just her mother. By order of Armistice, Article 1361A, there shall be established a central archive guarded by 3 parties, the Freestar Collective, House Faroon, and the United Colonies, for the collection and protection of all knowledge, research, and documentation depicting, describing, or in any way related to technologies and mechanisms banned by this armistice. It shall be governed by the following laws. Access to all information in this archive will be manually managed by all 3 parties. Access is only permitted by unanimous agreement of authorized factional representation. 2. The facility will be under the direct control of no foreign faction, with no single party permitted to overrule the others. All decisions regarding matters pertaining to the archives must be unanimous. Number 3. Any attempt at unauthorized access will be considered an act of aggression against all parties. Each party commits to defend the others against any such attempts. And yet they only have a Freestar and a UC, and then a briefcase. There is, with an Armistice in there. There is no House Faroon statue there. Also, they're trying to make it seem like only their people were punished. If you do the Freestar questline, you find out that yes, even the Freestar generals were punished, not just the UC generals. The Vanguard is born.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be.
Okay. It's a ship. It's a Vanguard pilot. Will they give me that outfit? Maybe. If not, can I steal it? No. What's that one posing like that, and that one's posing like that? Okay.
No one is born a United Colonies citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls mean citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
The granny looks creepy. There's no written exam, right? It's just a ship exam? Some more ships.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation chamber. Please enter the designated simulation pod to initiate your exam.
Now their colors have changed to yellow? Come on, stick to a color scheme here. You're blue and silver. Or gray. Blue and gray. Yellow is for the Freestar Collective. Exam Proctor Samuelson.
Ah, you must be our new applicant. I'm Proctor Samuelson. The simulator's already been prepped. You can head in whenever you're ready.
Can you tell me about this exam?
Of course. You'll be running through a high-realism combat flight simulation, engineered by members of the UC Science staff, right here in Mast. Your task is to defeat at least 3 tiers of simulated opponents. Accomplish that, and you pass the exam, and can then proceed on to your probationary mission. However, if you defeat more than 3 tiers of enemies, your required enlistment time for citizenship will be reduced, and your enlistment bonus increased. But you're welcome to try as many times as you like before returning to Commander Tuala to proceed on to the next step in your application process. We'll only keep the highest score you manage to achieve in there.
Well, I don't want to bypass any quest. I don't think that's what he's saying. It's not going to make me bypass quests for getting a higher score. Got any advice on how to do well in there?
While I can't answer that question directly, I will say this. Due to the solitary nature of our work, resourcefulness is a critical tool in any Vanguard pilot's repertoire. You're permitted, even encouraged, to use whatever tool you're able to find in there.
I mean, it's just a simulation. I don't know exactly what that means. Piloting isn't my area of expertise. How about you just mark me down as a pass and I head out?
Vanguard assignments can often include both space and ground combat. It'd be bad for both you and the United Colonies to not ensure you're adept in both capacities before sending you out on your first real assignment.
Okay, that sounds fair. What kind of ship am I going to be flying in this simulation?
The simulator is designed to be a near-perfect replica of a Class B Deimos hoplite, the United Colony's standard destroyer model. It's been tuned to provide a challenging but fair fight against the enemy squadrons you'll encounter inside.
And I don't know what that is.
Good hunting.
Jake and the Inu, Part 1. Okay. It's a book I haven't read yet, but it's stealing and he'll just bust me. Enter the simulation.
This is the Mark 18 Flight Simulation Chamber applicant, currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair.
We got simulation controls. Welcome, applicant. Please proceed to the pilot's seat to initiate the sequence. Debug tools. Debug tools are only available once targets are active. Please enter the pilot seat to begin the examination. Okay.
Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
All right. I cannot activate my pause screen to read anything about
new targets active.
What it is. Defeat all the targets. 1. Oh, it put none of my stuff in. Are you serious? The only thing it gave me access to was missiles, and I had to turn the rest on. That's not cool.
Target defeated. All targets eliminated. Progress recorded.
These do count
Tier
towards
1 reached. Initiating Tier 2.
towards building points for your perks. What is this?
New targets active.
Star Station. Yeah.
Defeated.
I don't know if you guys know this because you're simulations, but I am the Mantis.
Target defeated. All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 2 reached. Initiating Tier 3. New targets active.
Come on, get that shield gone. Oh, you're dead.
Detected.
This really ain't that hard. They
All
don't even
targets
shoot
eliminated.
back.
Progress recorded. Tier 3 reached.
I guess they do.
Congratulations, applicant. You've defeated sufficient opponents to pass the exam. You may now exit the simulator through the hatch to record your current score, or stay and try your hand at the remaining tiers.
Record your score by exiting. Prepare for your next target. How do I prepare for the next? Do I just stay? How do
Resuming the examination.
Okay.
New targets active.
I'm assuming I can just keep going till I'm destroyed, and that's the score it gives me, right? It's not like a you have to survive kind of thing.
Target defeated.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 4 reached. Initiating Tier 5.
And then I heal, apparently, or at least it gives me some health back. How many tiers are there?
New targets active.
Come on.
Defeated.
Couldn't let them heal back up. Does it use my repair kits for this? Or is it using fake repair kits?
Is this your first time flying?
Is this your first time running away?
Warning, incoming fire. No quarter given.
Where'd you go?
Target defeated. Target elimination imminent.
Is it?
Engines disabled.
Yeah, I figured those were already broken. I'd take those out first so you can't fly away.
Target
Defeated.
Done.
defeated.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 5 reached. Initiating final tier.
Oh,
Prepare
final tier.
yourself.
And I have no way of healing. Okay, it gives me a little bit of health back.
New targets active.
Target defeated.
Okay, well that person went down really quick. Ah, I smacked right into a rock. Oh, I'm gone.
Halting simulation. You have passed, applicant. You may proceed to the exit hatch to log your results, or restart the exam from the simulation's control terminal.
How do I get up? How do I get up? That's fine. 5 of 6. Well, I guess 5 out of 3 is what I actually got. Do you wish to leave? Your current passing score will be recorded, but all progress in the simulator will be lost. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Shutting down.
I don't know if I get anything special, but I'm good to go forward.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Tuwala to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take another run at the simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better score. We'll only keep your best run.
Good showing in there, applicant.
Oh, you don't have anything else to say. I never checked your lockers. Flight suit and a flight suit. Okay. Oh, and we have a magazine. Vanguard Space Tactics Issue 1. Ship missiles permanently deal 5% more damage. And yes, I don't know if anyone has watched any of the other videos, I have found out that you can get duplicate magazines. Which does make sense. There would be more than one issue of a magazine in the universe. Oh, there was an elevator over here. Back to his office. That is also in the lobby. Way to put your office in the lobby, right? Alright, Commander.
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Or did you have some questions you needed answered first?
I wrapped up my piloting exam and they told me to come back here.
Ah, so these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did?
I mean, I literally got to see how I did. It says 5 out of 6, but a 5 out of 3 because 3 was required. It's pretty dang good. What else is there to cover? I did pass, didn't I?
You did, but your exam score and how you got there factor into how long you're going to have to serve to get your citizenship. So, you ready to review it?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Well, let's get to it then. So, looking at the data, hit every mural in the orientation hall, huh? A test of preparation and thoroughness to trace the Vanguard values highly. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? Clear tier 5, huh? Damn impressive. I swear they start cheating at that level, but the techs claim it's fair. Either way, you've got the skills the Navy needs. So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 5 years. You showed real potential in there. We want to make sure you're fighting on our side. Even authorized me to offer you a bonus in addition to your signing advance. Sounds like you're just the type of pilot the Vanguard's looking for. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First, though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
Can we do this under the table? I like operating independently.
You're not in the Freestar Collective here. Vanguard keeps its work above board. You want in, you have to do it the same as everyone else. And that starts with the oath.
So we're not allowed to be free. Well, I'm assuming we still will be because I've already done every other faction. I'm ready.
Fantastic. Then just follow me.
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Apparently, he's got some work.
Okay.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the stars. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy?
I thought I had a question. All my actions. Second thought. I do.
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. Group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come, so Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you?
You think I should expect trouble?
No major settlements on Tau Ceti. No real active industry either. Doesn't make for a big target. It's got the potential to be a pretty quiet trip. But there's a reason they wrote "Here be dragons" on the map edge. So if it were me, I'd hope for the best and arm for the worst. And if for some reason you do run into trouble, don't forget, it's your job to protect those who need it. So, you ready to head out?
Let's do this.
That's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
That's a lot of money. That finishes Supra et Ultra. And we start grunt work. The Did he give me a uniform? I don't think he gave me a uniform. He didn't give me a uniform. So I guess I'll still be using this one as I head off to do UC stuff.